Well, as we all know, the most important topic of our time is not climate change, it's not racism, not human rights violations across the world, not poverty, not police abuses, not misogyny and mistreatment and violence against women. No. It is the risk of false accusations of sexual assault or harassment against young boys and men. As you'll recall from the Senate Judiciary Committee meeting to confirm Brett Kavanaugh, after the now Justice Kavanaugh completed his red-faced screech fest, Lindsey Graham took to the stage to reaffirm how white men from the South will not be oppressed any longer.
I know I'm a single white male from South Carolina, and I'm told I should shut up, but I will not shut up if that's okay.
This long-oppressed white man from the South continued his diatribe bemoaning the treatment of Kavanaugh, how his life had been destroyed, and all the other talking points you heard. Which, let me tell you, this is a photograph of Kavanaugh being sworn in by the Chief Justice of the United States Supreme Court as an Associate Justice. If this is what a destroyed life looks like, sign me up, buddy. Also, in addition to this rich, white, oppressed senator from South Carolina who can't seem to catch a break, everybody, there have been lots of Republicans who've asked the question of Kavanaugh's accuser, Dr. Blasey Ford, and others, why they didn't come forward earlier, why they didn't go to the police after their assault. And I'm sure through all of this that these earnestly concerned Republican men will take that concern for victims to its next logical place, advocating for the women who did come forward, who did go to the police, and whose tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of rape kits remain untested in the United States. A powerful documentary titled I Am Evidence on HBO follows the stories of 4 survivors as they deal with the criminal justice system's inability/unwillingness to even test their rape kits. Now, for those of you who may be unaware, a rape kit is a container with materials and instructions for collecting evidence following a sexual assault. Victims are actually advised to avoid showering, using the bathroom, or cleaning themselves in order to preserve evidence. Following the most traumatic experience of their lives, survivors have to resist the natural urge to clean themselves to preserve evidence, to successfully prosecute their rapist. You know, just like you keep hearing from the Republican men that women should come forward right away and not wait. That is exactly what the women featured in this documentary did, and countless women all over the country have done. The problem is that once their rape kit is completed with evidence collected from a rapist and possibly a serial rapist who may be continuing to victimize and assault, it is left untested. This is so prevalent that it actually is referred to as the rape kit backlog, with estimates that hundreds of thousands of rape kits are sitting in police departments all over the country right now, untested. In fact, this month, it was revealed that Washington State has an estimated 6,500 untested rape kits, with the oldest kits dating back to 1982. The 80s. Sickening. A nonprofit organization called End the Backlog, founded by actress Mariska Hargitay, who also happens to be a producer of the aforementioned documentary, is working to do just that, to end the backlog and bring justice to these victims. A worthy cause, indeed. But where are all these patriots who have been droning on and on about the importance of victims coming forward as soon as they can to ensure the prosecution of these criminals? If they're so concerned about empowering victims, there are real, tangible things they can do right now. According to End the Backlog, reforms in some states to track and test the untested kits in these departments have resulted in important and necessary progress. But there isn't a federal law mandating both tracking and testing of rape kits. So listen, Republican jackasses. Is it any wonder why women don't immediately come forward? Is it any surprise that victims, at the scariest and most uncertain moment of their entire lives, don't go to the police? When the very real possibility is there that hundreds of thousands of those who did and were effectively ignored in their most important, serious hour of need. Don't just serve up admonishments to victims of sexual violence that they should go to the police, because until you do your damn job and make it more of a certainty that they will be helped, your opinion about what victims of the sexual assault should do or should not do is absolutely, utterly useless.